All right. Well, sorry, folks. I mean, I guess if anybody's watching, I guess Andy, you could tell if there's people are viewing at this particular time. But let's just do it, and I have to say what I just said, right?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Just an introduction, though.
Okay, yeah. So basically, this is Let's Talk About It Live, Uncg unofficial web show, student produced, by the way. My name is Tumani Johnson. I'm executive producer on this project amongst my cohorts here. Elizabeth, you were producer of the show. Kiki was a host. Sarah, you were a director. And Kayla, producer. Cool. So yeah, this is what it's all about. Is basically we got a bunch of students together, media studies students. Everybody's media studies students, right? So we all
Communication.
same thing. It works. So yeah, we were all just eager to do something creative, to showcase and highlight some of the events and activities that go on around campus, and we were successful in doing that. We produced 4 episodes in the course of a month. Who does that? We do. So yeah, that's what it's pretty much all about. So this is our final episode. We just wanted to get live and just kind of connect with everyone and just kind of get some feedback. So if you're watching this live and you have a question, please do type it in. And I'm just going to go around and have you guys just introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about the experience of this particular project. And hopefully we can get enough of a response, or rather a demand, if you will, to do this thing again in future semesters. So Elizabeth, tell me a little bit. I approached you early in the semester, and I was like, I want to do a show. Will you help me, right?
Yeah, that was, so you came in and you're like, this is what I want to do, this is when we're going to do it by, and we were all on board. So I'm a studio manager for Carmichael Studios, which was previously known as Spartan TV, but we revamped it this year and kind of made it a little different. And the whole purpose of it is kind of to help students like us who are trying to make a portfolio for the future, for their education. And, you know, being a film student is kind of hard when you don't have the equipment for it. So we try to give that equipment. We try to help those people, the students, learn those tools that they need in the future if they want to get in film. And so Carmichael Studios, Tumani approached us. He was like, I want to do this web show. Do you want to help out? And we immediately agreed. I mean, it was pretty instant. I said, yeah, I was like, yes. I really didn't wait for anyone else's response. And I knew that I wanted to work on it, so I agreed to be a producer. And it was fun. I'm excited for next semester. I'm excited to do it again. It was stressful, but it was a good stressful. It was like learning, you know, you're working your craft. And so having that experience, having that to put on my reel and to learn about, you know, not just like how to work the stuff, but also learning about the people on campus. It was a great experience, for sure.
Cool. I mean, yeah, thank you again for being the first point of contact for this project.
Absolutely.
Because I think if you would have shot me down, I'd be like, maybe not.
No, I wouldn't have.
You know what I mean? But yeah, great job, by the way. You did the
Humans
versus Zombies, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was an interesting episode.
It was I didn't know how it was gonna go because I wasn't sure. I had never even heard of Humans versus Zombies until this year, and that's when I was like, well, I know that they want more exposure, and since I just learned about them, maybe I can help other people learn about them too. And going into doing that was pretty interesting. They had a lot of battles, and if you don't know what Humans versus Zombies is, it's an event that's on like campuses all over the country, probably even international, and you have a team that's humans and a team that's zombies, and it's like a live action role play, and they fight each other and try not to become zombies.
Well, they'll have to watch the episode.
They will, yeah. You have to watch the episode to learn more.
Yeah.
But going into like the battlefield was pretty crazy. You know, I was worried I would be, you know, hit with some of their Nerf guns, their Nerf blasters and stuff. But it was really fun. It was a good experience. It kind of felt, you know, I was putting myself out there and and I had a good crew with me.
Cool.
To get that done.
Cool. Well, thanks again.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla, so you, episode 1.
Yeah.
Out the gate, you launched the whole thing. You got the ball rolling for. So tell me about your experience with your team, because you guys had everything like oh wow, you're done? Okay. So as an executive producer, I didn't have to worry much about it, and that kind of set the precedent for the other team. So it was great. I appreciate that. You did battle canoes and vagina monologues. So tell me about your experience with your project.
Well, it was my first time like doing something like that because when I was going to my previous school, we didn't really have like a lot of production courses. So this was like my first time actually going out and trying to produce something and throw it together. My team was very helpful, like my director and then all of the other members. They took on roles like writers was taking on roles as like shooting camera and like shooting shots and stuff like that. So it was really helpful, especially with me being like time oriented. I know it was a deadline, so it's like trying to fit everybody in and stuff like that was pretty, iffy sometimes. But we got it done and it was pretty fun. I didn't get to go to some of the events because I was working, but I watched the video and I watched the clips before it was all put together, and half of them didn't have any editing experience. They never really threw nothing together like that, so it was like for them to put a good 10 minutes of footage into a small window because it was done within 72 hours.
Yeah, no, it was amazing.
And it was good. Like they did a really good job editing and throwing all the clips and stuff together. But it was really a fun experience. I would encourage other media students because everybody don't get it. We don't have a lot of our department is small, so we don't have a lot of activities and programs and groups for us to do stuff. You have to either do outside stuff or try to find some work to do on campus. But I would really encourage a lot of students to do it because it's fun and you get to learn and play with the equipment, and a lot of people don't take production courses, so it's like this is something to do outside of class.
Yeah, just get your feet wet and kind of get a feel of it.
Because I know my production classes are it's different than when you in class because you're doing it for a grade, but when you actually doing it because you want to do it, that makes it a lot better. But it was really fun. I appreciate you for throwing this idea
cool.
together because this was good.
Well, that's what it's all about, is just to kind of give in the students an opportunity to get their hands on, because me being a media studies student, it took me a while to get my hands on it. I was eager to get my hands on the equipment and do things like this, and it just wasn't happening. Yeah. So sometimes we got to take the initiative and just go out and do it, and hopefully, that'll open the door for other students to follow that same kind of, mindset. Mm-hmm. So Sarah, tell me about your show and your experience. You did episode two with Amaya.
I did, yes. So Amaya actually did most of the shooting of the events. I was not able to attend a lot of them because trying to graduate and senior. But we actually captured and used 6 different events in our episode. And because we were so busy capturing events, we neglected to actually get our roundtable, so we had to do podcast style, which was actually very interesting. The web show kind of gives you leeway in a way that we don't really have in a lot of our classes, where you can do things differently creatively, and it's all right. The podcast style worked out perfectly, as it turned out, with the footage that we had. But yeah, this project was actually very good to work on. I think something that we don't really get to learn in class is how to work with other people, and it's so important in our industry because everything we do is collaborative. You can try and make a film on your own, but it's going to be difficult, and you really, really need to find people that you can work with, all different kinds of people, just because that's what's going to give you an edge in the industry, I think. But it was a really good project. I enjoyed working on it.
Yeah. And you guys did a lot of footage. I mean, like when you guys are telling me like, oh yeah, we shot this and we're doing this event and that event, I'm like, well, you only need 3 events. You only need 3, different segments, but you guys got like 6 of different.
We did. Amaya's a bit of a go-getter, so and I'm not going to stop her if she's determined to go and get event projects. The more footage you have, the more interesting I can make the project. So it was really interesting. We had a lot of good footage from all kinds of different events. Muslim Association, which I didn't even know they were having an event. I feel like she didn't know at the time. We just kind of stumbled onto that event.
I heard that was just like stumbled upon,
Yeah, all kinds. Articulate, which is that was networking for artists and stuff like that. Another thing I didn't know. I think this was their first year doing it. But we just got to kind of see so many different sides of Uncg, and it was really great. Cool. It was really great seeing all those events.
Cool, yeah, great. Well, Kiki, you were the host on the 4th episode, and I think you were the most exposed host out of all the other hosts, I think, because you had a lot of different segments, so you got more exposure.
Yeah, it was definitely my first time doing something like this, and since I'm a communications major and a media studies minor, I'm not able to take a lot of production classes, so being able to do this and be a part of like a production team and stuff like this. It was a great experience. And then it also helped me to learn my weaknesses as far as what I need to work on for future references and stuff like that. Because I was a bit nervous, so I had to like teach myself like I can't let my nerves take over like when I get on camera. So it's a good experience for students, and then I got to meet a lot of new people and just like learn about a lot of events that I've heard of but I never went to. Like I've never really been to homecoming, but Christelle, my co-host, she went and they had a ball. It looked like so.
Yeah.
It was definitely.
No, it's great. I mean, you guys have some good chemistry together too. Yeah, it's one of the things when putting together teams of hosts. Chemistry means a lot, and just like being comfortable around people. So yeah, you did a great job with your segment. So yeah, kudos to you. And you graduating soon or no?
I'll be graduating next December.
Next December.
So
Okay, so we hope to see you in future episodes.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get your guys' take on this, and as representatives of the entire project, I appreciate you all and being a part of this. And this has been a success. It's been a learning process and experience for me as well. I've never been in an executive producer role, so it was just like I had to wear many hats. But at the same time, I learned how to trust other people to do their job. So that was a learning experience, and it was really good for me. So with that being said, I hope that this continues on.
Yes.
I will not be graduating this year, but I will not be doing this project as an executive producer. I would like to maybe do some kind of other position if this continues. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. And I think, what time is it? Anybody have a time? I got a phone in my hand, but I don't know the time.
6:45.
6:45. Well, right now, tune in. Premiere of the Let's Talk About It interview with Chancellor Gilliam. We interviewed him and we asked him about his 5 favorite things. So he's a part of the show as well. So check that out and leave feedback, like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends and professors and instructors and everybody in UNCG community about the Let's Talk About It web show. And hopefully we can see you guys again. Peace.